Ahoy, ahoy, everyone. It's Craig here.
And Rhino.
And we are in Seuss Landing. It is the holiday season here, and we are standing right out front of Circus McGurkus Cafe Stupendous because we hear they have a stupendous holiday offering here themed to the Grinch.
And roast beast.
Roast beast, that is correct. So we're going to go and try that, but before we do, we need to remind you this is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. If you like our content and you want to support us, please consider booking your next vacation through Dreams Unlimited Travel. It costs you no extra money and you get the world-class level of support from a Dreams Unlimited Travel agent. So head over to dreamsunlimitedtravel.com today for a free, no-obligation quote. Now, do you think that the Grinch is going to be in there carving the roast beast? Isn't that how the story ends?
Listen, this Grinch is going to be there in a second carving that roast beast, so whether he's in there or not, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Okay, well...
Identity theft. It's the number one problem in Whoville.
Fantastic. So we're going to head inside and check out the entire deal of what's happening with this roast beast. We have our roast beast, and I don't think I could ever be prepared for how absolutely disgusting this thing looks. And I mean that in a good way and a bad way. It looks like a stomach issue incarnated. I'm really scared for us. I'm truly terrified for us. But the amount of cheese that's on there, the juices that are running out from it, I still have high hopes. I have a lot of high hopes for this. But what is this sandwich from Circus McGurkus Cafe Stupendous? It is the roast beast. It is French onion soup dipped roast beef, meatloaf, secret sauce, cheddar cheese sauce, and a mini meatloaf sandwich served on top of the pretzel bun. It is $15.99, served with French fries, and for just a little bit more, I believe $2.80 for $18.79. You can add on a Caesar side salad. But why would you ever want to do that? I don't know. Just get the roast beef by itself, if you even want to. It's probably not going to be around by the time this comes out. This is we're late to the game with this, but well, first off, we're gonna have to watch how I cut this. It's gonna be gross, so let's explore it. Rhino, I'm gonna have to touch it.
Okay.
Is that fine?
You washed your hands, I saw.
I did. Okay, here we go. Pretzel bun is falling apart a little bit. Oh, by French onion dipped. I didn't know they meant there was going to also be French onions on here. So, let's get that cross-section.
Are you really giving me the one that broke apart?
Well, I just want the cross-section that's right there. I want the cross-section.
No, just eat it. It's already in your hand.
If you insist, I'll eat the one that's not broken. First bite, here goes nothing. I'm really scared. I'm truly terrified.
I'm ready to see.
I'm scared.
Juices are going to drip out of that.
Juicy. If only the Grinch was here to hand me a napkin for this one. Spoiler alert, he's not. Okay. So, my first impression of this, it's not as great as I wanted it to be. It's not as bad as I expected it could be. The weird part is, I don't think that meatloaf and roast beef go together. Like, I know in essence it's like, yeah, you know, it's both beef, but something about the taste and texture of meatloaf mixing with sliced roast beef just is not that appealing. And the French onions then add this, you know, they have that onion, that powerful onion flavor to it, that then it's all brought together by the cheese. And so there's a lot of different flavors happening. And I'm just not sure if they really work all together. I'm still very confused. So Rhino, I think I'm gonna actually have to pause on this one, and I need you to try it. See if you can make a little bit more sense of it.
It was very kind of you to order me my own sandwich today. But this mini meatloaf came on top. I'm gonna cut it in half. Ooh, crusty, crusty.
It's clearly not a splitting meatloaf.
It's like those videos on YouTube where people are cooking in the tiny kitchen. Yeah. Well, you made me a huge sandwich. Which is just
toast.
It's a novelty. Yeah, it's a novelty. Very buttery. I don't know why. But Universal French fries are awful. Like, these are still potato forms, not like
Actual French fries.
Yeah, like they haven't made the transition yet, and I'm like, oh, this is wet on the bottom.
It is a little wet. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, this one's.
I think that side truly was grosser than the side I had.
Oh god, it's like I can't. Oh my god, it's literally like I have to like juggle it to keep it together because it's literally starting to slide out of my hands. Like when they say dipped in onion or French onion dipped whatever, they are not messing around. I feel like I'm literally trying to eat a soup right here. This is the visual of this is making me sick, so I can't even imagine what it's like for people sitting at their house or listening to it. But like, it's just sloppy to be sloppy and not like. I definitely agree with you on the texture. It's very salty because of that French onion stuff. I feel like the cheese is not really doing it for me. I mean, the pretzel bun's fine. It's just the pretzel bun is a little more firm than most breads, and maybe that's why they do a pretzel bun. But I think this should have been like a hoagie or something like that. Maybe. I don't know. I do not understand this flavor profile. I do not like this. It's not the worst thing I've ever had, but I don't like getting dirty or gross while I eat, so it's a big turn off for me. I am gonna finish it because I'm very hungry, but I don't get it. I don't get it.
We are going to take a little time to finish our sandwiches before we give our final thoughts. I think we already clearly know where it's going, but I also wanted to take a moment to eat my little mini meatloaf sandwich because if Rhino got to eat it, then I should too. Here we go with my smallest nibbles in the world.
Ooh, don't fill up. Don't fill up. Look, a guinea pig eating his treat.
Yeah, this is like butter that you accidentally dropped some meat in, but then you're like, what's crunchy? That's bread.
I like it better than the sandwich.
I think I do like the little mini meatloaf sandwich better than the full sandwich. And I would actually like a larger version of this on Texas toast, buttered, really good. Yeah, you know, started out as a joke. I think we might be onto something here, but we'll finish our food. We'll let you know our final thoughts. Hey, we are down by Sneech Beach because we want to talk about the roast beast. That was my best rhyming, Dr. Seuss style.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. So that sandwich, I'm glad we did it.
Yeah. No, for sure. I'm glad it exists. You know what? Because I like that they took the time to make something like it's like when you all know the plight about I wish Green Eggs and Ham had been open for years, and they finally were like, why don't we have the signature Seuss food item here? And I'd say roast beef is the number 2 most heard or acknowledged like food item in the Seuss lore. Right?
Okay. Well, in Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the final ending of it is, and they even let the Grinch carve the roast beast. Yeah. So, yeah, no, it's iconic. It's something they've needed to have. I'm not sure if they ever had in the past, but it definitely was necessary now when they're thinking about food more than ever. But I feel like this one was a miss.
Not for me.
I like the meatloaf by itself.
Yeah.
I like the roast beef by itself.
We said when we were eating it that the weird part is like the meatloaf was incredibly seasoned. Like, it wasn't a bad meatloaf. So, but it also made it weird because it was like not only was it a texture that was different, it completely tasted different. So it was kind of contrary to the roast beef. Like, I wish it had been a bigger piece of meatloaf and less roast beef, like inverted of what it was or something. Or maybe just like you said, the sandwich on top.
I think it could have just stood as the sandwich on top. Unfortunately, the problem is you couldn't really taste the roast beef by itself.
Yeah.
The meatloaf just dominated the flavor. So they either needed to make it a meatloaf sandwich or a roast beef sandwich. Because take away the meatloaf, it would have been like an Arby's beef and cheddar. And you know what? That would have been fine for this. But I appreciate they put the effort into it. It was just a one and done for me. But
Yeah.
I'm happy that we got it.
It got slippery and sloppy real quickly.
Slippery, sloppery,
just like me when I
sneeches
have a
on the
couple.
beaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it wasn't cheap. I mean, it wasn't bad actually. With the annual pass holder discount, it came out to under 15.
Yeah, it was like $14.90 something.
The
so-
non-combo. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you know what? Not the cheapest thing in the world. At least it was different. So I'm always willing to pay a little extra money if it like feels different.
I'm glad we split it though.
Yeah, me too. Because I suggested right before we went up to order, like maybe we should each get our own. Because there's been a couple of moments recently where we're like, oh, we should have got our own.
Great.
This one, I'm glad we didn't.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we tried it. It was a learning experience, and today we learned it's just not for us.
Yeah.
Not a little bit.
Now, yeah, we'll see what they come up with next though. We're sure we'll be here for it.
Yes, keep trying new things, and we'll keep trying
Those
new things.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Allow
Okay.
myself to introduce
Myself. I'm Richie Cunningham.
This is my wife, Oprah.
Oprah. Okay. That's it for us here from Universal's Islands of Adventure in Seuss Landing. We hope you enjoyed it. And
Goose Juice, shoot. I couldn't
Shoot.
remember the name.
If you enjoyed it and you want to support us more, of course, you can book a vacation through Dreams Unlimited Travel. Get a free no obligation quote today at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. Hit the thumbs up on this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave comments, questions, and video suggestions of what you want to see in the comments section. And most of all, we hope this holiday season, you Grinches out there get to cut the roast beef. Beast. Roast beast.
Grinches gets beaches.
Okay. That's it. Goodbye.